In October, we will not have those feels-like temperatures of 113 degrees very often, or the weather you can wear, as Katie Walls likes to say, or the four-shirt day, as I so ingloriously like to throw in. It's much more mild outside, which means we're going to see more people running, and running for good causes. I found myself rather connected to a story that Fox 4's Dominga Murray ran on Thursday night on the Shelter Run to End Domestic Violence 5K in Collier County. The Paradise Coast Sports Complex hosted this, with runners, walkers, supporters all giving money to the Shelter for Abused Women and Children. One woman we talked to said she used to go volunteer for other women who had to go to court to face their abusers. Think about that for a second. It's a powerful moment, a moment for a person to reclaim her life. The data shows about 1 in 4 women, 1 in 9 men understand this journey all too well, especially where it should not come, a person's home, which should be their most peaceful place. When you've been in news long enough, you've seen 5K run walks for just about anything and everything. Many worthy causes and initiatives, from stopping domestic violence, like we just talked about, to cancer research, to homeless advocacy. And it really is the best of what we do. Domestic violence is something, though, it's still hidden in the shadows of our society. We almost never see people talking about it on social media. No one sets up a GoFundMe page for a person in the midst of an abusive relationship, even though that person probably needs all the love and all the support and all the validation. Oh, it's set up because something awful happened and it's too late. That's usually when we find out. But as we head off to this weekend, it won't be unbearably hot, considering a 5K or another way to support a cause close to your heart. So think about doing it. The Fort Myers Police Department, Cops and Joggers 5K is tomorrow morning downtown, 7:45 a.m. to benefit the Fallen Officer Memorial Foundation. Just one more example of people doing good for others. Again, it's the best of who we are. But as we leave Friday behind and start off the weekend, I do recognize that people in abusive, toxic relationships where the damage is physical, emotional, feeling financially trapped, find the weekends to be the toughest. People might not be working as often. As we saw from the pandemic and from the hurricane, a tense situation makes all of us more of whatever we were. Same for relationships. The bad connections don't get better in tough times. They just don't. If you're in a bad place and domestic violence fills your life and you feel like you can't tell anyone because, again, it upsets the apple cart of the perfect life on social media, or maybe you can't break away because of finances, or your kids are just too young, there's always help. You have an ally out there. You've got an ally with me. If you find me on social media or email me, I'll help you find the resources because it's the right thing to do. Be good to yourself when it seems that nobody else will. But I promise here, as we close out Friday Half Full here in Southwest Florida, you will find kind people with open hearts, open ears, and they will listen. Make it a great weekend.